some shocking videos on the internet today. Go ahead and smash that like button so we can break the algorithm. It's gonna be a good one, man. Everyone sit back, relax. About to get into some dope clips for today. Let's get right into it. Have you all seen this? Why is it green? Is that the Ninja Turtles?
If you ever visit a lake or pond, always carry a UV torch with you, because as soon as you shine UV light on the stones lying in the lake, you will see this sparkling thing. Actually, this is called a Uperlight, and identifying it is quite difficult because it looks like a normal stone in normal light. But when you shine a UV light on it, it shines like gold. And this happens because of the fluorescent minerals present in the stone. And the price of such a stone is almost $100. If you ever visit a lake or pond...
They're saying that stone is $100. That's a cool stone, though. It almost look like a, like a volcano. I don't know. What do y'all think it look like?
Moon landing. What happened there, you think?
I don't know what happened. All I know is the reason I know that what they showed isn't real is production. You know, the camera. So the 3 astronauts leave, and the camera shot tilts up and focuses. And they say that there's no one on the moon. And they say that they did it by remote in negative 200 degrees in a vacuum from Houston, Texas in 1969. I'm like, anybody in TV production knows that's not even close to possible. Like, doing that with that camera right now would be super hard.
Yeah.
Like, from a remote, just, you'd have to do like take after take.
Moon landing.
Bottle? But look at this, they're able to hide this. You know, places like this. There's a camera here too. See that little hole?
Spy cameras are getting smaller and more common. Here's how you can find them. Use this device to scan your environment, and when it picks up signals from nearby hidden cameras, it will beep to alert you. Its red light mode makes spotting camera lenses easier by reflecting light, and it can also detect signals from GPS trackers and audio bugs. All these capabilities are packed into one device.
You think this is a...
He lived 50 years off-grid in Appalachia. Let's see what's going on. It's like 9 minutes, so if you about to watch this with me, go ahead and type off-grid.
Up there, people's first thought is all the stuff they're going to have to give up. What I want to focus in is all the stuff you're going to get. People need to live differently.
So do you use all of these plants in your daily life?
That one I drink every day.
Joe, how long have you been out here for?
50 years. Purchased this land, 2.8 acres. It cost me $800.
How did the locals take you when you first moved out here?
By and large, they're very tolerant. It's kind of a mountain thing to be pretty tolerant of your neighbors. It's like live and let live kind of attitude.
Right.
For many, many years, I'd say my annual income was well under $10,000.
You grow all your own food, or a lot of it?
No, a lot of it. We've got land for it, we just don't have the people.
So you're looking for people to come out here?
Absolutely, yeah. Eventually, somebody's going to have to take this place over. I'm 80 years old and my health is not great. So I'm thinking like about an 8-person eco-village, small community situation. This is a project to create what I call a paradise garden, a botanical garden of useful plants grown ecologically and arranged ornamentally, meaning a beautiful garden where all the plants are pretty much growing by themselves, and I can become sort of a hunter-gatherer in my own garden. I just need to remember where they are and when to get them and so on. I grew up in Detroit. My family moved, and so I came along with the family because free tuition.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went off in the Peace Corps and lived with tribal people in Borneo for about 3 years and suffered significant culture shock when I came back home.
Right.
The culture shock was not going over there. The culture shock was coming back and seeing this glut of stuff that we have. Just walking into a mall, I'm like, you know, because I was so impressed with their lifestyle. I mean, here's people, you're coming out of Detroit where, you know, you don't really do anything except have a job, make money, and fulfill all your needs with your money. Here's people that build their own houses, grow their own food. They're pretty much self-reliant. This is my kind of signature herb,
Nah,
which I
for
think
real,
I introduced.
though. You do that, grow your own food, build your own house, you set for life at that point. You really got much to worry about, man.
To America, actually, but I promote it as the best plant to grow for your health. Gynostemma pentaphyllum, Chinese name Jiaogulan.
So do you use all of these plants in your daily life?
That one I drink every day. So one of the ways that was discovered, it was a folk herb. It was not one of the traditional Chinese herbs that's been used for thousands of years. The Chinese government started keeping good enough statistics to realize that certain parts of China had an extraordinarily large number of centenarians, people living to be 100 years old. Like, there's way more of them in this part of China. So they went down to investigate, and they're all drinking this stuff and calling it immortality tea.
And this is all your power, huh?
Yeah.
So that gives you everything you need, pretty much, power-wise.
Yeah, well, we have another set of panels out, further out. So here's a chunk of Paradise Garden. Probably at least 100 useful plants in here, edible, medicinal, and so on. Those big giant yellow ones are mullein, excellent for coughs.
Okay.
Yeah, fennel really good for digestion, and yarrow's good for wounds and so on. Echinacea everybody knows about.
So what does somebody do, Joe, if they don't have your setup? You just buy supplements?
No, you could do that, yeah, if you're interested. That's how I started. Like I said, I picked up this book sort of randomly called Chinese Tonic Herbs. Read about them, sounded great, so I just ordered some.
Okay.
To start trying them. And I'm like, yes, I want to grow this in my garden. So then that sent me on a long search to botanical, because most of them are not available in America.
Okay.
Looking for trading partners and seed savers exchange and corresponding with botanical gardens in Korea and Japan. And that just led me. Nice thing if you're not trying to make money in your life, which I'm not. One of my goals is to earn as little money as possible without like feeling like I'm suffering or something. I'm not really denying myself anything. I got a little wasabi plant. It took me like 10 years to develop that.
We got so much abundance on the planet, and we use this currency. I'm not knocking it because I know everybody, we still in like this matrix, but it's just crazy. To think that we got so much abundance on this planet, stuff grows, it's so magical, and yet we have to use this low vibrational tool. All right, it's crazy.
Sort of a crop. I never would have had the time or energy to put into that if I had a 9-to-5 job. I never could have done any of this if I had a 9-to-5 job.
So how do you make your money, if you don't mind me asking?
We sell seeds, we sell tinctures, we sell plants.
Okay.
Currently, a lot of my income comes from doing plant walks, educational stuff.
Okay.
Teaching. Okay. This is where I live, up there.
When did you build that?
About 35 years ago. I've been here 50 years, but that house is about 35 years old.
So is this more of you want to pass your knowledge on to those interested, or you feel like the world needs more of this movement and you want it to really blossom out?
People need to live differently. The way we're living on Earth is destroying the planet. I think we all recognize that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like in terms of changing to a more successful way of life, how far are you willing to go? When I talk about this stuff, people's first thought is all the stuff they're going to have to give up. Whereas what I want to focus in is all the stuff you're going to get, all the positive stuff. This concept of forest bathing?
No.
Heard of that one? In Japan, they got a word for falling dead at your desk. People are just so overworked. So people are being prescribed to do this thing called forest bathing, where you just go out in the woods and kind of meditate and open your senses, your ears, your nose, your eyes, and just absorb this natural energy. Well, you can put a helmet on somebody and measure their brain waves, and it's just a difference of night and day between somebody walking down a city street and somebody walking down a mountain path.
Okay, so you built this by yourself or with anyone?
With friends. They were half a dozen people, sometimes more than that, on work days.
Are these some of the supplements you take every day?
Yeah, these are tinctures I've made for various purposes. There are a lot more of them down in the little herb shop. This was a very fun project.
This is when it originally was built.
This is the original building.
Okay.
Almost all the material came off the land. The biggest machine that's ever been on this land would be a chainsaw. Everything is just hand labor.
Where do you think, and obviously nobody has a clue, as a society, where things are heading?
Oh, I think we've got a very, very difficult future coming up. Just merely with climate change. You know, larger parts of the country are going to become very difficult to inhabit. What are we going to do then, you know? Politically, you know, the one way people are reacting is to become more right-wing. They want somebody in authority to sort it all out for them. It's impossible for the government to fix the problems that are coming along because the problems are caused by the government.
But an argument would be, the right wing would say,
Hey, my boy woke. I ain't gonna lie. He said the problems is caused by the government. You right though. Shoot.
the left wing is authoritarian and they want everyone to figure things out for them.
Yeah, I know.
So each side says the same thing. It's
Sure.
interesting, right?
Yeah. These are tinctures in process.
It's sort of like a canning process, or what is
It's
that?
preserving with alcohol. Extracting and preserving with alcohol.
So how long do you do this for?
About a month. Then we squeeze them out and put them in bottles.
Oh. And you're
boosting
selling
stuff, antiviral stuff, good for the brain, good for sleep, good for anxiety, good for broken
So
bones.
you're selling this here.
Mhm.
So people have to come here to get
It's
it. Right?
self-service. People come in, get what they want, leave some money.
Oh, great. This is beautiful in here, Joe. This is like a whole nother zone.
I personally am
He
just
gangster
very
with it.
drawn to mountains. And mountains are very big in Chinese thinking too, philosophy and medicine as well. If a herb is good for something, it's twice as good if it came out of the mountains.
Okay.
Because there's more of this chi energy in the mountains.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Respect how you're living and how you've lived.
This is great.
It's very, very cool to see.
Good.
All right. Thanks
All
for
right.
coming along, guys.
All right, this a full video on YouTube. You can just look up. What did it say? It says he lives 50 years off grid in Appalachia. Yeah, I don't know how to say that word, but hey.
This is a $1.5 million abandoned mansion once owned by a famous doctor. They also found a BMW M5 left behind here. It's a manual transmission. The car's in good condition, but it's been parked here for years. The garage is full of junk and some stuff has started to rot. In the living room, there's all kinds of decorations. There's artwork everywhere. The pieces on the walls are worth about $450 each. These two paintings also don't look cheap. The storage room is covered in spider webs. Even though it's abandoned, there's still power in the house. In another room, they found a bunch of car magazines. There were also limited edition car models. On the way to the bedroom, there were tons of water bottles. The bed in the bedroom was covered in animal droppings. There's also an old TV. On the table, there's a photo of the owner, and the walls are lined with more artwork. The home theater has a huge sound system. The gap above was probably for a screen. Anyone know what this is? In the corner, there's a record player. This bathroom is the cleanest room in the house. There are some random items in the bathtub. The room next door is packed with junk. It's so bad that the whole room is covered in spider webs. Under the clutter, they found a bed. There are also 2 TVs still plugged in. There's even a brand new car model here. I kind of want to take one with me. Outside this bathroom, there are hundreds of bottles filled with urine. It's disgusting. In the closet next door, there's clothes scattered everywhere, and a car key. The couch in the living room is covered in animal droppings. The heater in front of the fireplace is still on. I also found an old printer. Next to it, there's a model of a Porsche. The kitchen has an island and a glass table. There are spider webs all over. The fridge has expired food inside, but the smell is horrible. This is a
Bruh, they need to
$1.5 million.
Dang.
I can feel my face when I'm with you.
This is so disturbing, man. That is so disturbing. Wow. At least he's still alive, you know? Wow, that's sad. Damn.
Happy birthday, buddy.
You bet not.
This is your birthday.
You better not.
Let me cut one for me first.
Cut one for me.
Two. These are good knives. Ready? I'm gonna give you a big one.
Okay.
Yeah, is that good?
Clear the plate and get
Yeah,
don't you
good.
bite that. Oh, come on, white dude. Oh, you gonna.
Happy birthday to us.
It's not your birthday, Ralph.
This knife is great. These.
Oh my god. I can never, bro.
Costco rotisserie chicken. In the gooey.
No. 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 This is why I don't eat at anyone's house, man. Y'all be crazy. Nasty.
Oh, Costco.
It is nasty though. And I mean, they cook it in the washer too. The interest to hell. With this music, copyright. What was that?
Alright, so we just found something crazy in this house. Great, actually want to show. Oh my gosh. A freaking secret door. This is insane. It comes down here to this like crazy, like, I don't know, it feels like a dungeon down here. But all the way at the end, holy cow, what is this? That is a vault. Big heavy duty door here. What's inside? Yo, okay, so this was the gun vault. I bet you all this was lined up with so many guns, and this was all ammo. And like clips and stuff. Golly. What a crazy find. Alright, so we just found something.
Wow, damn.
You know that there's people that have 6 fingers and 6 toes? They might just see Goliath at the family reunion. And see, now in the Bible they say, who has 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot? And he also was a descendant of giants. And now today, the condition where people have 6 fingers and 6 toes is called polydactyl. And what causes polydactyl? And how do you get polydactyl? It's a condition that you're born with as a baby, and it often runs in the family. Now, what if, hypothetically speaking, Goliath had cousins that didn't meet David, and they kept reproducing generation after generation after generation? Remember now, 6 fingers and 6 toes, descendant of giants. find that very strange. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about people having 6 fingers and 6 toes in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. But if
That's crazy. I remember seeing somebody in real life with that too. That is crazy. Like, that's a real thing.
Now, you'll see in a second, but what I'm wondering is who put this fence in a cave in the woods? And it really is a mean-looking fence. There's all sorts of spikes and barbed wire. It looks like it's to keep something in. I don't like this. 1 out of 5. Spooky. Now, you'll see in a second, but
There's some down there. I don't know what it is, but something down there.
This is a demo video of the new Cloudbuster I made. It's a 3-core black iron oxide and brass, copper and quartz. All these have quartz in them. And then the 6 copper tubes with the single terminated clear quartz crystal in there. The scalar waves basically get generated and come out, I think, how they come out of these tubes like this. I go for this guy right here, and basically I'm going to point it and erase.
Is he about to erase the cloud?
This is a fuller cloud than I normally do on these demos, but it's kind of cloudy out. Smaller ones are kind of few and far between, so this one's separated, so I like to do them when they're kind of on their own. It's already starting to break up. I've made a couple of these now in different sizes. This is the biggest one I've made so far. I think there's a correlation to with size to area of effect. So the bigger ones seem to take out a larger area more quickly. I've made small ones as well, and they seem to work pretty good as well. This is
that cloud is definitely
going pretty quick here.
Operating.
And I finally got my phone to orientation. The orientation of the video is widescreen, so I finally got one that's widescreen. Thing's driving me crazy, but there's a little bit of that initial cloud right here that's left. Maybe some breaking up over here, and it took out a lot of that area too. Alright, I'm going to record a new Cloudbuster video. This is one that I haven't completed yet. It's going to be one of the powered Cloudbusters that I do. I haven't done yet, but all the scalar waves are intact and they should be working. Let's see here. Just to do a quick demonstration, I'm going to get that little guy right there, and hopefully he'll go real quick. I'm going to do the whole chain. There's 3 little clouds there. I'm going to get this one and then I'll move up. And I just got a message from another eBayer. I think his name was Yes Indeed, and he wanted to see if this works every time, so I'm just going to do another one real quick. I haven't done a Cloudbuster video in a while, but so I'm going to do another one real quick. This is the first one's gone, the second one gone. Look at those guys. Look at all those roly-polies. They're everywhere. So that's those 3.
Ain't no faking this over here, y'all.
A little bit left of the second 2, but it's probably going to be hard to see on video anyway. So, I don't know. Those were pretty small clouds. It's not going to be as impressive as some of my other videos, but there you go. Here's a demo of one of the Cloudbusters that I make. This is for really home use, but I'm going to do a demonstration of the scalar energy that's being emitted out of the end of this thing. This one's a powered device. I haven't hooked up the port yet, but well, here we go. Just for demo purposes, I'm going to do a small thing that's separated, so like that right there. And I'm just kind of aiming this and moving it around. This one's thin, so hopefully it'll disappear pretty quick. It's starting to go. If you'll notice, none of the other clouds are really changing at all. Just that one's going. So it's very focused. This is a healing device for your home more than for what I'm doing now. This is just a demonstration. It's just an easy way to show you the proof of the energy that's being emitted. This is about gone. You might not be able to see the rest of it on the camera anymore. I'm just doing this from my phone, so the camera's not that great, but there's a little bit left, but I doubt you can see it now. So there it is.
That's dope, man. That is dope. This device, or this, I think it's a crystal, some type of crystal. It's an orgonite. This is an orgonite he's using. I think we got more in there. Some metal, quartz. It's dope. So he made a mini cloud buster. That's cool. That's dope. How many have y'all done that just like with like your hand? I tried doing it like with my finger, doing it like this, and it actually works. That's how you know we're energy, or the energy hoping the system stay alive. Imagine if we pitted the energy somewhere else, right?
This is the strangest country in the world. There are no people around anywhere. The city is full of these crazy lavish monuments. There is no traffic. Malls, hotels are all empty. So the question is, where is everyone? This is the country of Turkmenistan, and after visiting more than 130 countries, this place is unlike anywhere I've ever been. The president requires all buildings and cars to be white. Tourists who do visit are under strict requirements to have a guide with you at all times, and are banned from visiting certain places in cities. Most websites and apps are banned, and Wi-Fi is pretty much non-existent. Every single activity we did, we were the only ones there, including this popular swimming hole and even the famous gas crater. We were the only ones who stayed at this awesome yurt camp. The airport is full of security guards, but for what? It's empty. Restaurants and streets, all the same. There are some camels around though. The locals I did meet were super friendly and welcoming. This place fascinates me and I've loved my time here so far, but the truth is there's just sort of a weird and eerie feeling you have when visiting here that's hard to explain.
Recorded findings have indicated that people all over the world were observing that lightning strikes are oftentimes followed by the formation of mushrooms. This is evident in the northern plains of North America and in the mushroom fairy rings of Europe. Lightning bolts come down and mushrooms will come up. And now we know actually electricity stimulates mushrooms to form. Here is something else that's most fascinating. Low frequency vibrations can actually stimulate mushroom mycelium to grow and thrive. This has been scientifically proven in the laboratory. Think of how delicate the mycelium is. There's more than 8 miles of a single mycelial mat in a cubic inch of soil. These thin tentacles of cells are extremely sensitive, and they are sensitive to sound vibrations, like strings on a violin, or a guitar, or a piano. So it's been speculated that delicate mycelial networks are affected by the sounds and vibrations of human celebration. For millennia, when people come together as a community and have celebrations like births, weddings, planting crops, fall harvesting, the vibrations from the gathering of a community, playing drums.
Oh, this is crazy. He look like Elon Musk. The other one look like Donald Trump. Hey, they could be using something like this. For real. Right? Y'all remember that? Dude, Joe Biden was not real. I don't care. That was definitely a suit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. You see it. Y'all see it. Mm. Mm. They be crisis actors or something. That's crazy, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the video right now. Go ahead and smash that like button. We will be uploading again tomorrow, so be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. If you are new, make sure you have the post notification bell on. And I hope to see you guys in the next upload. Let's get right back to the video. This is the last clip for today.
And if the government doesn't know this, then there's something very wrong with our government. Of course they know it. Not only do they know it, the elite knows it, and the oil company knows that you can run your car and heat your house from water, but they don't want us to know about it. So I'm going to show you how that's possible right now. What I have here is a plumbing tube. It's empty, and I have this piece of metal put together with rubber bolts and rubber washers in between. None of the metal is touching each other, and 2 wires on the top. Okay, easy thing. You can do it with a knife and fork if you want. Just stick a knife and fork in a bucket of water, and as long as they don't touch each other, you can create hydrogen gas. So here's the tube. I'm going to fill it up with water, so you can see that. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm gonna put this thing inside of it like this. Make sure it's, I might need a little bit more water. There we go. And this thing here is a battery pack for jump starting the car. Turn this around. Turn this one around so it don't fall over. And I connect this one here and this one here, and now we have instant reaction of hydrogen and oxygen separated. Now the bubbles is actually hydrogen gas. You can see the gas coming off it. This ignites. So flammable, so powerful. As you'll see, I'll try and get close and hopefully I can get this right. And it explodes. I'll do that right again for you to see, because it generates a lot of hydrogen gas, and this could be what could be fuel in your car. And it's very easy. It's made on demand. I don't know if you could see that on the video, but there is definitely a flame and an explosion, and you can see it's making it pretty quick. So that's Walter. So we've been lied to pretty much our whole lives about pretty much everything.
That is crazy, man. Did y'all see the
time in it?
Did y'all see that?
Is making it pretty quick.
Look at that, man. And he right that we've been lied to our whole life, man. Sad. Alright, y'all, man. That is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope you guys got something from it. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next upload. I hope to see you guys in the next one. With that being said, I hope you guys are doing well. You have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Peace.
Damn, I might lean, I might fall, I might save, I might spend, I might ball. Shit, I might call, I might not, I might ghost till tomorrow. First to admit, I feel good, but I'm flawed. Work on yourself, keep your family involved. Check on your health, never stress about the loss. If you move with respect, you'll attract what you want, that's a fact.
Alright, guys, this is a affiliate link to this item. It is a rechargeable portable brick. It has 2 USB ports on it. Also, it comes with a flashlight. This is also affiliate link, like I said before, and it will support me if you make a purchase on this item. So if you do call yourself a supporter of my channel, please be sure to do that. Buy this item. It's pretty cheap. I think runs from $20 to $30. Yeah, it runs for like $30. It's worth it. Okay, so if you support me, go ahead and buy this item. This is a affiliate link from Amazon. The link will be in the description. Thank you if you did buy this item.